and his family. It's been a really, really devastating day for me, and it's just been a really devastating day for America overall. But I'm gonna bust these dishes now, and we're gonna talk about it. But give me 1 second. Let me cut my monetization on from my other computer. All right. All right. Now that we cut the monetization on, Charles Kirk. I'm gonna wash these dishes, but has the shooter been located? They say they found the shooter, but it could be like a Oswald JFK thing. Like they probably got somebody. I think the old man was a distraction from the real killer. Could possibly be. Today is also 9/11. 24 years of that tragic 9/11. Never forget 9/11. This could be some type of attack. This is an attack on the American people. Let's just say what it is. Uh, just in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota, and I guess some transgender shot up some school kids, and it's a lot going on. But some people is like celebrating this, which is sick. Some people is celebrating it, talking about one less Republican down, and it's just crazy work, y'all. So what y'all think in the comments? Do y'all? Individual has escaped as opposed to we have. So this is what they say. Mass shooters. This is the picture of the guy right here. Event where that person very few times has escaped. Right? But I don't know if that's him. For the most part, they've either met. Man, you got to be a sharp shooter because that was like 200 yards away. And you can't remember they almost got Trump. They almost got Trump, y'all. So Man, this is just a crazy time we live in, you know. I heard some lady had died on the subway through like an immigrant, something like that. And it's just crazy, y'all.
Their demise by law enforcement intervention or suicide. Here we have.
I never even heard of Charles Kirk until yesterday. And now that I'm like looking at his podcast and looking at like he's a real conservative and his message is gonna even be louder now. You know, that they're trying to silence American freedom of speech. You know? And I love America. I love my freedom of speech. You know, we're in the greatest country, the richest country in the nation. And it's hard for people to find jobs. It's hard for people that be so behind on school debt. And but we have all this money to send overseas to help all these other countries, but we can't help our homeless here in America. We can't help our veterans. And Charles Kirk was down with, he was talking about, you know, getting married. He believes in the traditional way of living. And, you know, the people from the left are probably not into traditional homemaking anymore. And that's one thing. Most people hate American ways. They hate the way we live. They hate, I ain't gonna say hate. Let me stop using hate. But dislike the American, the Western culture. Like, and it's sad because he was so young. He was what, how old? Like 31 years old? And you need to be 35 years old to be president. And if Trump is out of office in what, 4 years, he could have been our next president. Charles Kirk was waking up a lot of youth. He was bringing a lot of youth out of the dark into the light. People need to set Jesus Christ as your savior. You need to get out of these dark spaces. And people were calling him like Nazis and saying he was doing like hate speech. But what about freedom of speech? Nobody cares about that. I'm not going to take away my freedom of speech. That's the good thing about America. You have the choice to choose and not be told what to do. And all these leftist organizations are funding these groups of people to carry out vicious attacks on politicians and stuff like that. It was just so weird today. Like, this morning I woke up, it was gloomy, it was foggy outside. It was like really no cars outside on the road. And, you know, I sent my kids to school and then I ended up picking my kids up from school because it was just a weird day today. Today's 9/11 and we can't forget 9/11. Comment below, where were you when 9/11 occurred? Where were you at? I remember where I was. I was 18 years old. I was at school when 9/11 occurred. This when I really wasn't, like, didn't really understand politics, or I didn't really care. All I cared about was like, oh, well, it's not here. But I was in school when that tragic day happened. George Bush was president. And I remember sitting in class and we turned on the TV and watched those Twin Towers fall down. We watched airplanes crush into the Twin Towers. And I didn't really understand what was going on at that time. I was too young and dumb. And I was a teenage mom at the time. So when I was in school, In ninth grade, I already had a baby, and I was homeless. So I had a rough bringing up. And at the time when 9/11 occurred, me and my friends were just like, we don't care. That what's that gonna do with us? What's that gonna do, And now that I really look back, like, that's just terrible. And this happened close to 9/11, which is really weird. The day before 9/11, this occurred. And I went to my kids' school, and I checked on them, and I picked them up. And it was a lot of parents picking up their kids from school today. So I don't know if there was because a person had got arrested outside of my daughter's high school today. So they just let the school open, like they just let everybody leave today. And it was just weird. And I went and picked my daughter up. So she probably will not be turning to school until Monday, because it's just too much. I'm just going to let all the tensions go down. Unless you want to return to school tomorrow, But there's just a lot going on politically right now, guys. What do you think? Yeah, it's just crazy. And last night, I was watching a little bit of Liv's life. Liv's life, she was talking about it a little bit, crying and stuff. And we shouldn't solve things with violence. We all need to, talk. We need to talk it out. Because once you stop talking, then civil war starts and stuff like that. So we need to start talking about things and stuff like that. Because when you don't talk, violence. It would just be violence. So one thing about Charles Kirk is he would go to these college campus and he would talk about things. And most people didn't like his viewpoints, but that doesn't give people a reason to kill someone and murder someone over their American political beliefs. And right now, I think this is a form of America being under attack once again. Remember, Trump wasn't supposed to be here. Trump wasn't supposed to be here. And it's weird that when they find these killers, they don't know nothing about them. They don't have no Instagram. It's like, where did these people come from? Like, all of a sudden, a little boy that was attempted assassinating on Trump couldn't find nothing on him. But he was in a commercial of this one group. I don't know. It's like they don't have any information on these people, which is weird. So it's like, is they working for the CIA or something? Or makes you have these conspiracy thoughts as to why there's never any information on these weirdos. Like, I don't know. It makes me wonder. Hey, Gangsta Cap, salute, Gangsta Cap, salute. Channel members, okay. Yeah, make sure, can y'all hit the like button, double tap the screen. You got 15 people, can we get to 15 likes, please? And Charles Kirk, had a daughter, and his daughter and his wife watched him get murdered. So now they not only took his kid's child, took a father away from a child. Now they're located to another single mom again. Now she has to be a single mom. And his poor little cute daughter, that is just a terrible way to die. That is just so sad. Like, some people are so nasty and so disgusting. And right now, I'm in a legal battle with, right now, I'm trying to reach a settlement with Holiday gas stations because I was working at Holiday. And this is another reason why I'm unemployed, because I was assaulted at a Holiday gas station. by an employee. Like, he just pushed my back. So Holiday want to settle out court. They want to give me $8,000. 8,000 funky dollars. And I've been out of work since Christmas. And it is September. And they want to give me $8,000 for an assault. For, I had muscle tissue damage. So it was hard for me to do chores, like feed my pets. It was hard for me to work my catering business, and they want to give me $8,000. Like, my catering business, I made $23,000 last year, and this year I'm operating at almost 100% loss. So should Holiday compensate me for, like, should they compensate me for losing money for my business? And my lawyer's telling me, well, we don't need to add the business because it's making your rates go down. And I'm like, it don't make no sense. Cause I don't know. So right now I'm in a legal battle with Holiday Gas Station. They want to give me $8,000 for being assaulted on their property. So I'm waiting for a settlement. And at this point, I think I might as well take it to trial because justice will not be served with $8,000. I've seen $8,000 before in my life. Like, what's the rarity of an employee pushing another employee at a job? This case needs to be rare, a rare case. I need life-changing money. I need money I never seen before. 8,000 is not gonna do it, so I might go to trial. Because no, what I'm supposed to do with $8,000 for being disabled temporarily? I need temporary disabled relief. So my lawyer said that he can get them to cash me out 10 grand, but that's kind of low to me. Like, I've seen 10 grand before. Now we're talking about, I'm thinking more like, what y'all think for being assaulted on the job? I mean, I'm thinking I really need 30 grand. Really need 25 grand. I mean, but we gonna see. He's negotiating something, but since he said I didn't have any broken bones or anything, it's not really a case. But no, honey, justice is not served for $8,000. Holiday Gas Station, you know they got billions of dollars. Absolutely the fuck not. And it makes me wonder. If I was a white girl and an employee pushed me, charged me in my back, temporary disabled me. It seemed like he would never push a white girl like that. He would have never pushed one of the white girls on the job the way he pushed me. It makes me think, did he do that because I'm black? And then they're giving me little cheap ass lowball offers like $8,000. Absolutely the fuck not. All the doctor's appointments I had to go to. Are you kidding me? I told my lawyer, whatever they're willing to settle, I need at least 3 times that amount. So if they want to settle for $5,000, I need 15 bands in my pocket. Or we go to trial. I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. I'm depending on this settlement. It's not my fault. It's like, I need to feel like I hit the lottery on this one. Absolutely. I need a Johnny Cochran lawyer. If my lawyer's talking about, well, I don't think, you're gonna go to trial and because you don't have any broken bones and that, no. But my business suffered a loss. My catering business suffered a loss. I'm suffering a loss. I'm behind on bills and rent, about to be evicted and shit. Because I was attacked, assaulted at the Holiday Gas Station. And then they fired me on Christmas. I was attacked on New Year's Day. I was fired on Christmas Day. I need pain and suffering fucking damages. That real, I need holiday pay. Literally. Being out of a job, telling my kids and husband that I've been assaulted at work, losing my job. Like, I need to get paid for that. Absolutely the fuck not. $8,000 settlement. If I was a white lady, I bet you they would cash me the fuck out with no problem. Okay? How much you want to bet that? You want to talk about racial discrimination? We can talk about it. This. Oh, hey, Captain Keith. Oh, that Captain Keith. What up, Captain Keith? Captain Keith, man. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Captain Keith. Okay, we be breaking the news down over there at Captain Keith. So Keith, what's going on with the Mo 3 trial? What do you think? Looks like Queen 88 pretty much took over the sector. The sector pretty much gave Queen 88 the sector. It's no longer the Mo 3 sector anymore. I'm gonna say it's the Queen 88 sector. That's what I don't even mean. There's just no point even me going over there. A whole bunch of ignorant ass, retarded ass motherfuckers in the Mo 3 sector. Nah, I ain't lying. A whole bunch of slow ass niggas. I like to call them slow ass. They want to call them big booty bitches around with herpes and shit. I don't understand it. Got that bitch popping. You know, Fifi took her channel, and she get Fifi a wrench and everything. But do they give me a wrench? Do they help Eric and Kelly out? Never. Never. They ain't gonna help no bitch out that look better than they ass. Okay? And then we got Slow Mysterious. Slow Mysterious look like she back in business, huh? That bitch must have ran out of money, so she back online again. Like, oh god. We got Slow Mysterious is back. Everybody jumps on that bitch's panel. I open up my motherfucking panel. Motherfuckers like they scared to hit my shit. You know what I'm like, what's going on? So it's like I kind of like left the Mo 3 sector, but I am kind of still trying to cover the Mo 3 sector news, if any new news is coming out. But, like, it look like Queen 88 got it under control, honey. Like, she having sex with the whole sex. She can sex her way into the sector. Okay? Fucking everybody. She fucked her way in the sector. God. I was trying to screw my way in the sector. It was a problem. But when other people do it, it's all good. When other people do it, it's all good. When I do it, it's a problem. Why is that? Yeah. So what's up with you with MHB? You with MHB still cool? Like, it's sad, Captain Keith, because you is MHB's #1 main supporter, dog. Like, you make his show, you be helping him out. And I was about to cry one day when him and the old boy was doing you dirty. Him and that Arab dude, wop wop. That was really making me mad because he was talking about, yeah, Captain Keith. Talk about he had something on you, some videos or something. He was gonna call your kid's school. I'm like, he do too much. Like, MHB gonna mess around and get hurt. We gonna play with the wrong person one day. They gonna find his address. Like, yeah, MHB be doing way too much. Way too much.